If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. A lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. Truly believe in it. If you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction, and it will become.
So in this video, I'm going to walk you guys through the full day of testing I did leading in Ironman Indian Wells 70.3. I tested where my swim was at, my bike, as well as my run, to help me just gather some good data points and some good just kind of general targets that I can kind of aim for when I go to do my race in Indian Wells. So for those of you guys who don't know, I've been training extensively over the past year. I signed up for my very first Ironman triathlon, which was Ironman Lake Placid back in July. I did two 70.3s over the course of this last year as well. Go check out all those old videos if you haven't yet. But so I'm training for Ironman Indian Wells 70.3 coming up in 3 weeks time, and just yesterday being coming into 3 weeks out, so last week I was 4 weeks out, to finish off my 4 week out week, I ran through 3 different tests. And the first test that I did was a 4 times 500 meters in the pool at race pace, going off of about 2 minutes rest in between. For my swim, I averaged a pace on, I'll pop up all of the intervals, all the stats here, and essentially I was really happy with how this went, because I was kind of holding around a 130 per 100 yards for each one of my 500 meter intervals, which for me is just a huge confidence booster, knowing that obviously in Indian Wells I'm expecting to swim a little bit slower than that. I mean, I'm in a pool, I'm pushing off the walls. I mean there's just so many different factors that make pool kind of faster to a certain extent to open water. I'm sighting, obviously staying in line with the buoys, making sure I'm swimming straight and everything like that. But my fastest swim in a 70.3 to date is like 38 minutes. So I'm almost certain that I can hopefully PR my swim at least. I mean, I've been putting in a lot of work, putting in 10,000 or 10K plus swim weeks for the time. But I was really happy with how this turned out. I came in at about, for all my intervals, the first one was 8:19. The second one, I mean, I'll pop them all out here, so because I don't even know why I'm trying to remember. But no, I was really happy with how the swim went, and I felt really solid through each one of those 500s. I mean, by the last one, because obviously a half Ironman distance swim is only 1,900 meters, and I swam 2K total. My lats were definitely starting to feel it by the end, but I mean, that's to be expected. I'm racing, I'm giving it a pretty damn hard effort, but I was really happy with how the swim went. And obviously transitioning into what I did next, which was the bike test. So for the bike test, I did 4 times 30 minutes at race watts with 2 minutes of recovery in between. So my goal heading into this, with the swim, I didn't really have much expectation. I was just going to go hard and see where I'm going to kind of fall. But with the bike, I've been obviously training a lot on the bike. That's the portion, or the, I guess, discipline for me that I enjoy training the most. So I've really tried to lean into it this past summer, lean into it this past year, because I feel like that's where I can make up the most time, just with like where I'm at right now in terms of being a triathlete. So I did 4 times 30 minutes with a goal of holding 245 to 250 watts. Obviously using erg mode on my trainer, I had it set to 250, and because I find that with erg mode it always ends up being slightly less, I came in for each 30-minute interval at 248 watts flat. So 248 for the first one, 248 for the second one, 248 for the third one, 248 for the fourth one. And honestly, I was super happy with this. I mean, if I can hold an Indian Wells 70.3 250 watts in a test trial like this on the trainer, I know for a fact that I can easily hold that when I'm outside riding my TT bike. My watts per kilo is way higher than what it was in my previous 70.3s, and obviously with it being a flatter course, a flatter bike course specifically, this is where I'm hoping I can make up a lot of time, and I'm really, really excited to obviously see how well I can do in Indian Wells, on the bike course specifically, just because I would I've just been having so much fun riding my bike throughout the summer, throughout even after Lake Placid, going into the fall here, that obviously going out to Bend, Oregon for a week just to do some cycling, and like I've been putting a lot of work in, so I'm hoping race day I can really just kind of get the result from all this training that I've been doing. I'm really, really excited, and yeah, I mean, I was beyond happy with how that went. And then transitioning into the run test. So for the run test, I did 4 miles off of this bike, where I didn't even change out of my cycling shorts. I literally just threw on, I did. I put on like thermal running tight things, went out for a 4-mile run off the bike at race pace. So ideally, and what I'm hoping to hold, again, this is hoping, I'm hoping to hold in Indian Wells around a 6:45 to a 7 minute per mile pace in the half marathon. I would love to go sub 1:30 in the half marathon. I've gone sub 1:30 in a half marathon before, but that was with fresh legs. So it'll be really interesting to see if my fitness has improved enough over the past few months where I can do it then off the bike. But I was really, really happy with how the run test went. I ran 4 miles off the bike, relatively comfortable from an RPE standpoint, and I averaged a pace of 6:45 minute per mile pace, covering 4 miles in 26 minutes and 59 seconds. And I was running hills as well, because obviously running off the bike like that, trying to make it as accurate as I can for like what I'm going to experience in race day. Indian Wells 70.3 is a really hilly course. From a running standpoint, like you run on a golf course. So I was trying to kind of simulate that. So the little neighborhood around the garage that I train in, it is very hilly and kind of goes up, and then it goes down and up and down. So it was kind of like a good simulation. Holding that pace, going up through those elevation changes was definitely difficult. And I know for me, going in a race like Indian Wells, the run is going to be a grind, but I'm completely ready for it mentally, so we'll just kind of have to see. I'm excited to kind of see. I'm sharing all this with you guys, obviously, because I want it to benefit you. I want you to be able to take away things that I'm doing, or to learn from me, or whatever. That's why I wanted to make this video in the first place, and obviously go over all these data metrics and all these things, and kind of get the ultimate reason why I wanted to do this is just to give me confidence and give me an idea of where I'm at. And going into Indian Wells, I now know, okay, in the swim, if I can kind of get around this number, and on the bike, if I can hit these power numbers, bike within myself, I should be able to pull off that half marathon that I want to, and all in all, hopefully put together a pretty decent 70.3 to finish off my first year in triathlon, and really just wrap this year up on a note that this past year has just been a big learning curve for me, obviously getting into the sport of endurance, and I'm really, really excited to show you guys just because I know for a fact that obviously I'm very vocal on social media. If you follow my Instagram, TikTok, like I post a lot of motivational shit about just like following through with the things you say and putting in the work and everything like that. And I think I would just really, really enjoy to obviously go out Indian Wells 70.3 and end this year on a good note, showing it, not just talking about it. Like I want to be able to show through a result or show through action, and I'm really hoping to kind of put that forth on December 3rd. But no, really, really happy with how the test day went, and I'm super, super excited for the next kind of couple of weeks. Got 2 weeks left to build before race week, and stay tuned, because I'm going to be bringing you guys a new video every week leading into race week. But I'm going to cue the car talk, because I did a car talk for this video.
All right, another car talk.
So we're 3 weeks out from Ironman Indian Wells 70.3 officially. That was kind of like my last big key session that I had to do. And no, I'm feeling really good, honestly. Like today was just a big confidence booster, if anything. And I'm feeling really good, feeling solid. I know all the work has pretty much been done up until this point. I mean, being 3 weeks out, I'm not going to build much, if any, fitness over the next couple of weeks. It's mainly just staying sharp, making sure that I'm executing my intervals, taking care of my body, making sure I'm not getting sick, just making sure I'm eating healthy. Obviously, like just doing all the little things that are going to help me feel good going into race week. Because this is kind of the point where, although all the work's been done and you can't necessarily, let's say, build a shit ton of fitness in 2 weeks, you can sure mess it up if you just decide to throw in the towel and like not off for 2 weeks, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about taking care of myself the next couple of weeks and really just focusing on everything like that. But no, I'm excited. Like, you guys, I just want to say thank you. Like, we just hit 500 subscribers. I think that's pretty damn cool. Like, I started this YouTube channel last year, obviously to document this journey, because this whole process of me training for triathlon, and not like, I don't just want to, like, I'm not just training for these races to do these races. Like, I really want to see if I want to try to become the best athlete I can be. And I want to document it, obviously, through this channel. And I appreciate all you guys who've been commenting, showing love on these videos. Like, seriously, it means the world to me. People obviously care about the stuff that I'm doing, and I really just appreciate everybody who watches my stuff. And obviously, like, when I'm sitting on the trainer or I'm going for a run, or it's like I'm forcing myself through a 3-kilometer pool sweat session, even though I'm not a big fan of swimming, I do it all because in the back of my mind, I just want to, if somebody can look at something that I did, or they can see my Strava, or see my story on Instagram, or watch my YouTube video and feel inspired to go do something for themselves, that's why I wanted to start this YouTube channel. That's why I wanted to start creating content. And that's why I wanted to be on social media in the first place, because, I mean, I just grew up being when I was younger, I grew up overweight, and like, I struggled with a lot of things. I had so many role models that I followed on social media, YouTube, and they played such a big role in like just helping me transform as just a young man. And I'm just hoping with the content I produce, the content that I put out, I can do the same for other people, and just hopefully at the end of the day, just inspire you to do, like, whether it's like even just go to the gym just go to the gym, something as simple as that, or to start eating healthy, or to set out to do something that's hard, like a race, and like literally anything, or to work harder in school. Like, that's the reason why I wanted to create this channel. And I know I've just been rambling on, but seriously, I appreciate all of you guys. Indian Wells, we're 3 weeks out. I'm fired up, and yeah, I don't just want to be one of those guys who like to a certain extent, I do talk about how hard I'm working quite a bit, but that's because I feel like I am anyway. And like, I don't know, like, it's just like, it's hard for me to put into words, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to just train hard and do all this. Like, I want to race well. I want to show you guys with the results, because at the end of the day, I can do all the training in the world, but for me, trying to become the best athlete I can be, I need to get results on race day. And that's what I'm hoping I can really put into practice on December 3rd. Like, I'm going to give it my absolute all and leave nothing out there. Like, when I'm talking, I'm going to red line the entire thing. I'm pushing 100%, because I've done it for every single race that I've done so far. But the only difference now is that I've literally had 4 months of the most consistent training ever, and I'm just feeling fit. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm going to win Indian Wells 70.3. I'm not saying that. But I hopefully can PR my 70.3 time at the end of the day. That's my main goal. And I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you guys are having an awesome week so far. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you like, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Go comment something. Literally appreciate all of you guys who watch right till the end. Another car talk in the books, but I'll see you guys in the next one. So stay tuned for those. Peace.